we'll keep moving. We're going to talk about the Congo here. So we're in the same area. The Kuba were over here. Congo are all the way at the mouth of the Congo River, still in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. This was founded in about 1400 by a hunter, and the Portuguese were here by 1483. Had long established good and bad relationships with the Portuguese for centuries. In fact, the Portuguese even were given their own quarter in the capital. Again, spectacular, spectacular, spectacular kingdom. It's mind-blowing, the kingdoms that we see here. The image that we see from the image set looks like our words got a little jumbled there. But this is a Nkisi, N-K-I-S-I. Sometimes they call it a power figure. And the Nkisi is anything can be an Nkisi. It's a vessel that holds powerful stuff. And Nkisi are used for taking oaths. They are also used for healing. They are also used to destroy and demolish people and witches and spirits. They're extremely powerful. And the Nkisi, we'll just kind of run through the different examples here. The main kind of aspect you want to think about with these has to do with the belly, all right? In the belly of these is what's called a nkondi gland, and that's where the medicine gets packed. A nkondi gland, K-O-N-D-U. And into that cavity is where you have a problem, you go to the doctor, you might call it a diviner, whatever, and you get a prescription, just like we do here. And that prescription gets packed into that gland. And that gives this object power and spiritual presence. And you get all these nails in it because when you want this thing to do something for you, you wake it up and then you tell them your request and you pound that nail in there. And that nail is a request to do something. Do you think this Nkisi was effective? Because they kept coming back. So we can talk about these as powerful entities, but also in terms of process art, because these are accumulating over time. There's a lot of other things we can talk about in terms of the gland. It's always sealed with a piece of glass. Glass is like the surface of water, and in Congo belief systems, it's believed that humanity and life goes in a cycle, and you think of it like sunrise, sunset, going under the water, and then coming back up again. The realm of humanity above the water, the realm of the afterworld under the surface of water. And what is keeping that powerful stuff in there? It's a mirror, like the surface of water, that can also be used for divination purposes. Yeah.
Are there lots of these, or were there few of them, and people who traveled great distances like they were icons?
There's a lot of them. And you can have your own, your family can have one, or your town can have one. All right? It's just like going to the doctor. When you have a need, you get the prescription. So here's an example of one that was for a town, and it's huge. But there's Nkisi that are this big.
Does it require something special to make it, or someone to make it?
So the figure itself is just a vessel. There are some taboos that go with creating the figure, only because in terms of wanting it to be effective down the road. But without that gland full of stuff, it's just this. It's just a bottle. Yeah.
So we pound the nail in to wake up the spirit. We say what we need.
Mm-hmm.
But do we ever actually access the medicine, or do we just know it's there?
You never know it. Never know it.
So once it's sealed, it just says you don't keep replacing all kinds of medicine.
Once it's sealed, it's sealed. But when it's created, yeah. But you can change that material in there if you want the Nkisi to do something different. It's possible to. It's like a prescription.
But you don't take the medicine.
No.
You
Nope.
don't take the medicine.
Nope.
You go change it if you need something else different, but you don't.
Who changes it?
A specialist called a Naka, N-G-A, N-G-A. And that is an individual who can manipulate powerful stuff and knows how to mix powerful stuff that can get stuff done. Excuse me, it's a doctor.
Is there literally a substance then that's shoved in there?
Yes.
And do we know what about like grass or soil?
It's all different depending on what needs to be done. And a lot of museums or collectors crack those things open to see what's in there. It's dangerous business.
So if I wanted to kill a witch, I go to a special Nkisi, and then if I was sick, I'd go to another doctor.
Yep.
So
There's many different types of Nkisi. The types with the nails here are the most aggressive. They're called Nkisi and nkondi. And those are the most powerful, aggressive. They're hunters. They devour things. All right.
That last one had a shell, is that,
Yeah.
rather than glass, is that?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. He's also,
Can I ask, when you say, you said, it's kind of dangerous,
mhm.
are you thinking like in a spiritual sense because you're messing something, or is it actually physically dangerous because there could be some power, in there?
It could be both. Yeah. You don't want to mess with these, and if, on the bibliography, I have a book on Nkisi there, and there are accounts from missionaries, and for me, the most significant, there are accounts of Congolese men who converted to Christianity who talk about these, and they are scared to death in talking about them. Absolutely wonderful reading. All right.